Hey, I'm back. Hey, family, how's it going? I know. All right, it's already that time of year. The holidays are right around the corner. Now, I just had to sit down today with one of the directors from the food banks locally in my area to spread the word, spread some tips and knowledge to people who may need it. If you're facing homelessness, if you're currently homeless, you could be in a shelter right now. You could be living in low income. You could be living in subsidized housing. You could have Section 8, whatever you want to call it. Please pull your resources for Christmas gifts for the children you may have. If you are a grandparent, you can apply for Christmas resources through the food banks, the churches, nonprofit organizations. Pull the resources ASAP. ASAP. At the beginning of November, these wait lists applying for Christmas opens up like right now, like as of yesterday, okay? Sometimes there's not a deadline for Christmas applications. Only because they try to help as many families as they possibly can. They stop accepting applications when they're completely full, completely booked. That could be next week. That could be in 2 days. That could be in 24 hours. That could be in a couple of weeks from now. But my advice to you, if you're living in low income, you're homeless, you're facing homelessness, you're on a tight budget for this holiday season, please pull your resources to pull resources for Christmas. I know some people say, oh, gifts don't matter or whatever, but if there's resources out there such as Salvation Army, United Way, your local food banks, Hope Link, there's so many different resources out there. Women and children resources. Check out the Department of Agriculture, I believe they call it, or the Department of Social and Health, Human Resources, I believe they call it. Maybe pull a list from DSHS to see if they have it. Talk to a supervisor at one of the government assistant offices to help the community, okay? Don't sit around, wait around. Please do not sit around, wait around. Now, Christmas resources go really, really fast. When I say they go fast, they can't even make it through November with having any leftovers in most resources. So now is the time to fill out the applications, to put in the work, get on the phone, call immediately. They could possibly help you with rental assistance when you're getting Christmas resources. They could possibly help you with gas cards. If you're in a domestic situation or you're getting out of that domestic situation, just apply yourself ASAP, okay? All right, now, I'm saying all of that to say this. The director told me, her name is Allie. She works at a food bank locally. And she was like, Olivia, we have so many families applying right now. I believe like before the end of this week, we will be fully booked. We won't be able to help the limit we had to help our community, right? They have a total of numbers of how many families they would love to help out in the community. And right now, they're being booked up so fast that they don't even know if they're going to make their numbers, okay? So that should really tell you something. With inflation being here, with prices of cost goods going up, if you have a little bit of savings, hold on to it this holiday season for a rainy day if you possibly can. Reach out to your resources and get the help while it's out there, okay? Push your pride to the side. Push your ego to the side. I talked to her today about Thanksgiving meals. They don't start passing the stuff out locally in my community. The last 2 weeks of November is when they start handing out family Thanksgiving meals. Sometimes they may come with gift cards for personal hygiene products or whatever like that. Spots are limited. So the earlier you get in, the better. You stay on top of your resources for you and your family this holiday season. You could have Christmas potentially all covered, all cost. Okay? No playing around. If you're living in low income, push your pride to the side. Push your pride to the side. I know. You want to go Black Friday shopping? But listen, if you could just push that money to the side, Save it for bills. Save it on a business you may be opening up for yourself in the future, okay? Reinvest that money if you possibly can this holiday season. You could reach out to your community through your churches, your food banks. I get so passionate when I talk about this because, see, growing up as a kid, my parents, I watched my mom doing some resources here and there, but she did not dive in real deep, okay? We missed Christmases and Thanksgiving growing up. I know what it feels like. When I started studying resources and people within the communities, different communities, Philadelphia, New Jersey, Ohio, Chicago. I've been to so many places, Las Vegas. I think I mentioned Colorado, Michigan, Wisconsin. Get out there. Pull up to at least 5 counties of resources and start going through each and every one. If you're facing homelessness, sleeping out of your car, whatever the case may be, get on the wait list right now to get into a homeless shelter. Holiday help does not last long, okay? And not only that, the director I was talking to today, she goes, Olivia, I try to make sure families are in here and they're well aware that once we're booked, we can't turn around and help, as much as we want to. We can't turn around and help them. If they mess up their appointment to pick up the Thanksgiving meals or they miss it, we may turn around and contact them, try to get a volunteer to drive it out there, whatever the case may be. We may have to give it over to another family. So if you get your holiday help, make sure you show up to your appointments. Make sure you get the name of the person. Make sure you go in person to apply for these resources. Do a phone call first, do an email second, and then you got to be in the food banks. You have to be in the churches. You have to be talking to people, networking with people. Let them know your story. Let them know what your dreams and goals and ambitions are for this holiday season. Whatever you do not need, pass it down to somebody else, okay? If you know somebody who needs help for holiday resources, please don't be shy. Don't be afraid to speak on their behalf, okay? Because some homeless shelters, food banks, churches, nonprofit organizations, I could apply for a family next door right now and say, hey, I know so-and-so next door. They have X amount of kids. I would like to apply for them anonymously. I can pick up their gifts and drop them off at their door. So if you know somebody who's struggling this holiday season, you can always apply. You can always talk to the directors. You can always talk to a volunteer. You can always talk to somebody within the resource department, and somebody will be able to point you in the right direction, okay? I believe it's November 8th. Now is the time to please apply for the resources this season. I cannot stress this enough to you guys. Personal hygiene products, anything like that, you can go get at your local churches and resources and food banks and things like that. It's really, really cool. This is the season to be giving. Like I said, you know somebody, you know a family, you know somebody within your space, and you have an opportunity to uplift that person, to help that family this holiday season. Hey, get your game face on. You know what I mean? Get your game face on. Anyways, I love you guys. I thought I would share that with you guys. Maybe it may help somebody who may need it this holiday season. It may not. It may help your neighbor. It may help your grandma, your grandpa, or your coworker, right? I know holidays can be a little tough at times. I know some families who went into debt. I know some families who have skipped over Christmas and all of that due to homelessness or getting out of a homeless situation. I know some stories are way tighter than others, and I know. I've been through it myself in the past, okay? And what I'm here to tell you is every blessing, every opportunity is right here. All you got to do is put the reps in because, life is great. Anyways, I'll see you later.